see that?
Yeah.
What was it?
I have no idea.
I think it's a drone. You know what that means, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're going to have the damn shit fumigated again.
Oh, I think we're on.
What? We're on?
Yeah.
All right. Well, all right. Come on, Ed. Let's get in here. Hey, hey, everybody. Hi, haha. Welcome to the Starship Detritus, and I'm Captain Orlock, and this is live from space. Come on, get in here. Look, this is what I'm talking about.
We got
These
drones
things.
again.
Yes. Damn it. Well, let me go ahead and introduce you to everybody again. We've got
One moment, please. Before the music plays, I need everyone's attention in the universe.
This, do you guys realize who this is? It's the Biddy Haggis Burns. Wow, you're on board the ship. I didn't know you were here.
It's a moment for everyone.
Told you the drones were a problem.
Sorry.
All right, now what were we about to do? Play a song?
Wait!
Oh!
Wait, stop everything! Stop the music!
We're in a time loop. I feel like I'm having deja vu.
You are. But this is a better one. This is the better version.
Everyone, this is the Biddy Haggis Burns. Welcome
Thank
on
you.
board the ship. I didn't
Thank
know you
all
were
of
here.
you. All you all. Here in space.
Oh, wait. How did you get on our ship?
It's my little secret. And I have this lovely introduction I'd like you to use.
All right.
So everyone will know who I am.
Good security, guys. You did a great job keeping
the door open.
strange people off our ship. All right. So this is what it says. Biddy Haggis Burns, a poet of past, present, and future. Burns is a byproduct of self-selection ancestry. Biological parents added the DNA of 19th, 20th, and 21st century poets Robert Burns, Gertrude Stein, Maya Angelou, and Jay-Z. Burns forms her poetry based on her DNA parentage. Tonight's poem, Red Love, a classic in its own right, is an homage to both Burns and Gertrude Stein, though she makes no attempt to include Plant the Red Rose. All right.
That's correct.
Biddy Haggis Burns.
Thank you. Thank you. Hello, universe. I wrote this for you today. Oh, my love is like red, red Mars. We met whilst dancing on the stars. Oh, my love is like radio waves that blast across the Milky Way. As far out thou, my haughty one, so deep space are we, that I will love you still, my one, though the black holes kill, my one. Though the black holes come, my Stein, though the sun melts rocks, though the celestial bodies cry, our love will never, never die. Fare thee well, my love, my Shim, though 20,000 light years part us by. I will love thee still, for time travel, 20,000 light years is but a wink of an eye.
Biddy Haggis Burns, everybody.
Yay.
Thank you for joining us on the ship. Hope you can find your way off again.
Find our way on.
Wait,
Find our way out.
Harry, where are you?
Good luck.
Where are you, Harry?
Well,
I mean,
back to the show. This is live from space again, and let me introduce you to the band. This is who's over here. This is Chroma. I'm thrown off by the Biddy Haggis Burns. It's just like it's so odd that she was on our ship. So Chroma's here, and she's going to be singing for us. And we have Rusty over here, and he's waving. And here's Parrot out there, and here's Mungo looking like Mungo, being very serious. All right, and I would just remind you that the show is brought to you by no one but us. This is our record. It is a lovely thing that is available with the comic book because, you know, and there's a record at the back. And so if you like what you see or hear, go ahead and go to spacepirate.org and pick up a copy and help us make this happen. And hey, if you're a small business or an entire planet that wants to sponsor this show, feel free to get in touch with us also through spacepirate.org, and we'll hook you up with sponsorship. By the way, I'm Captain Orlock, and I think that's all I need to say. Let's play a song.
Whee!
All right. Lonely eyes, where have you gone? I gave you my heart, you said I was wrong. Oh, where have you gone? Lonely eyes, I'm back for the night. All I wanna say is you were so right. Oh, where have you gone? Bones in your hair, a world-weary stare. I was caught in the wake of your storm, and you let me sit in your shadow a bit. I thought I had found a new home. You disappeared, no reason was clear. Was stranded alone in the dark. Where was the fight, the suffering night, the tears that never were shed? Lonely eyes, where have you gone? I gave you my heart, you said I was wrong. Oh, where have you gone? Lonely eyes, come back for a night. All I wanna say is you were so right. Oh, where have you gone? So that was it, the stitches were split. I seemed torn before it was done. A gesture of hope, the letter I wrote, I carried it with me for years. And to my chagrin, the paper wore thin, never clutched in your hand. Who was to blame? That love was a game, but whose I did not understand. Lonely eyes, where have you gone? I gave you my heart, you said I was wrong. Oh, where have you gone? Lonely eyes, come back for a night. All I wanna say is you were so right. Oh, where have you gone? Lonely eyes, where have you gone? I gave you my heart, you said I was wrong. Oh, where have you gone? Lonely eyes, come back for a night. All I wanna say is you were so right. Oh, where have you gone? Oh, where have you gone? Oh, where have you gone? Thank you. I assume you're all applauding at home. Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Carl. So, what do we have coming up? Oh, you.
Me?
You.
Again?
We need to talk.
Okay.
Are you sick?
I've been sick.
Uh-huh. And what did you do to fix that?
Nothing.
Why?
Because it's an endangered species. It's the white rhinovirus.
What?
I was in quarantine in the zoo.
What are you talking about?
I got the white rhinovirus. It's an endangered species of virus. I went to the
You don't
zoo.
have an actual rhinoceros in you.
White rhino virus.
How would you have a rhino? How did that happen? How did
I
you
went
get
to
this?
the zoo.
Did
I
you,
don't know.
Did you climb over the bars again? Yeah. I see how this works.
Yeah. And then I was in quarantine until the white rhino virus went away. They had to like extract it. But more drones. It's infested in my head. But once they extracted it and put it back in its pen, everything was good.
They extracted a rhino from what part of your body?
No, it's not. It's the white rhino virus. So it's little tiny rhinos.
Oh, little rhinos.
Yeah.
Okay.
They were little tiny rhinos that were endangered.
Microscopic.
I couldn't kill them.
Okay.
You had to go into the microscopic zoo.
Right. That now. See, I had the scale all wrong.
Thought you were
The
sweating.
fence I hopped over really tight it.
Problem solved. Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Thank you,
I'm all better.
Rusty. Good to know. Stay healthy.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. Well, let's bring on our first guest, Nathan Wender from RVA Martial Arts. Come on out and say hello to all of Space and Time. Or just Space. We're not in space. So, Nathan, you are a karate expert. Is that correct?
I'm pretty good.
Why are you here then? If you're only pretty good, I only want karate experts on my ship.
Not a karate.
Oh, he's modesty doesn't exist in the future, so don't worry about that.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Yeah,
karate. So I've heard I've heard a quote about karate. I want to run this by you. It was from James Brown. He said, "I don't know karate, but I know crazy." So how does crazy compare to karate? Who would win in a fight?
Well, crazy
James
has
Brown or you?
a lot more movements.
Which one?
Crazy.
Crazy. Okay.
Yeah, but not all of them are useful or easy to be understood.
Right.
So as long as it's not too particularly confusing to the karate guy, usually the karate guy wins.
I got you. Now, for those of you who don't know what karate is, you might be familiar with the Jacksonites, and they have their special form of dance martial arts. Karate is an ancient martial art, predates the Jacksonites by many centuries. So, do you want to explain anything else about what you do, or how you do it, how it works?
Well, I can.
Probably should. Right.
Yeah. Talk a little bit about what we do. Karate was developed in ancient Earth in a land called Okinawa, which was between Japan and China. And it was actually a conglomeration of many different cultures and martial styles that had kind of congregated on the island over time. So it is, in a way, is just sort of a melting pot of different ancient Earth martial arts that kind of came together into one systemized system that has been practiced for thousands of years now.
There you go, thousands of years. All right, so what are you going to do for us today?
Well, I'm going to show just a little bit of simple self-defense.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Oh, so another question for you.
Sure.
So you have to fight a robot.
Right.
The damn drones. Like a drone, for instance.
Okay.
Well, you know what? I'll save that for afterwards. I want you to put this in your head, and then you show us. So some martial art self-defense from Nathan, and who's going to be our willing volunteer?
I feel no pain.
All right, Rusty
most
is
recently had white rhino virus.
Rusty is going to be has
talk.
the power of rhinos. So I'll let you guys take over.
All right. So, I love this. You get the.
Let's move the mic up.
Are they doing this because you're the biggest guy or the most obnoxious?
Yes.
They don't like me.
I think it's both.
All right. So, on a big guy like this, what we're going to do is demonstrate some nerve attacks. And these are very effective because regardless of how
Don't
big
break
a
the
person
ship.
is, they work on natural reflexes. So, this way. Okay. Come closer to me. All right. So they work on the body's natural reflexes or pre-programmed responses that are going to make him move in a way that I can always predict every single time without fail, which makes them very, very useful. And we're going to demonstrate one real quick. Even though he's big and a lot of his nerves are hidden because he's got a few pounds, we are going to go for one that's very, very accessible on just about everybody. That's right here behind the ear. So what he's going to be doing is just something generally obnoxious, maybe a little bit threatening.
Achoo!
White rhino virus. So you want to turn his head away from you when he sneezes so that he won't sneeze the white rhinos into your own bloodstream. And there's a simple way to do this. And this is also very useful if he happens to be trying to put his hands on you or attacking you or something of that nature too. We're just going to reach right behind his ear, right behind the jawbone, and with a knuckle, just like by knocking on a door, turn his head. Ow. So, try and hold your head straight. He cannot. What I can do with this, if he's trying to attack me, he can't see me because I won't let him look at me. I can also move him up or down any way that I want to move him.
That's gross.
You're not even going to look at him?
So, door knocking knuckles, right behind the ear, turn. Very quick, very easy. Now I can get away.
And just because we've got him up there, just go ahead and just punch him.
Just punch him? That seems kind of rude.
They don't like me.
You.
I know they don't.
No, don't punch him. Thank you. Excellent effort. Give a round of applause for Rusty for being and you see, all right, so there's your tip for self-defense against people like Rusty. Now my question was robots.
Yes.
Drones, for instance. Can you hear that? They're everywhere.
Cut the red cord.
Cut the red cord. There you go, folks. It's
Works
as simple as
every
that.
time.
Cut the red cord. There's usually an off switch, I've been told. That's what
Yeah.
that helps too. All right. Well, thank you very much.
Thanks
Hopefully
for
see
having
you
me
back
on
on the ship. And if people want to find you, what do they do?
They can go on to the interwebs at,
Those still exist, luckily.
yes, rvamartialarts.com, and they can find all the information they need.
Excellent. All right. Everybody, thanks. Nathan, big hand.
Yay!
We'll hopefully have him back again sometime soon. All right. So it is time for Chroma's Crafty Chaos. Are you ready?
It's gonna be chaos.
It's going to be chaotic. Chroma is our wonderful backup singer, assassin, and of course, craft maven.
She's an assassin?
No, not. Did I say assassin?
We can't let people know those things.
By assassin, I meant.
Doesn't kill people.
Does not.
Oh!
Not an assassin.
It was ironic.
All right, so let's get a little craft music going here. What can we play for
Crafty
crafty music?
Is there crafty music?
Craft
Okay.
work. So tell us what you're doing today, Chroma.
We are going to make some little weapons.
Little weapons. Excellent. Hey, actually, quiet for a second, then we'll.
All right, a second.
So we're going to make little weapons. And what are these weapons?
So they're little spikes
Spiked rings
to help with the drones.
to help
To
fight drones.
deactivate them. So they look like nothing,
Put your hands right there.
but
where you can
they're
see.
little spikes.
Spike rings. All right. So what supplies do you need to make spike rings?
So you need something for a spike.
You're going to tell me that we
Yep.
need spikes and rings?
Yes, that's it.
All right, we
That's
need
exactly
spikes
what
and
we
rings.
need. Kind of.
Okay.
Kind
So
of.
show us the spikes and. Now, where do you get these spikes?
I bought them online.
Online. Okay. Or at craft stores, I assume.
You can. It's
You
just
can.
more expensive. I buy them online.
Online. Or the Craft Planet.
On yeah,
Planet Craft.
the Craft Planet. We go there occasionally, pick up supplies. So this is a little spike, and it has these little prongs on it. So if you take these lovely pliers, either one, these are little bendy ones, and you push all these prongs together, it'll make it flat. And this little thing is flat. And this is a ring base. So it's a little circle. You can put stuff on it. See? Come on. This way.
Put it right up by the camera. There you
There
go.
you go.
Little ring base.
Little ring base.
So these are both sort of generic craft items that you can find.
Yeah.
And then what are these?
These are different kinds of spikes.
There you go. Other kinds of spikes.
Other kinds of spikes. So if you take one of these little spikes, whoop, and this lovely glue that I've heard causes cancer in California, but not in space, clearly.
Definitely not in space.
Definitely not in space. So this is industrial glue. So if you take a little bit of that,
E6000.
E6000,
All right.
get it at craft stores, and then put those two together, and set them up so they can dry. It'll dry together. You make a little spike like these.
Excellent.
So
So
this
two
one's
ways
same
of
thing.
making.
Yep.
And so, sorry, with that one, you flatten the spikes and then you bend them
Just
around
flatten all the spikes and then
to glue them.
just glue them down. This one actually is a fancy ring base. We'll see.
There you go.
So the same thing. This is called a bead cap.
A bead cap.
So a bead would normally go in here, but it's kind of lightweight and flexible. It's a filigree one, which is fancy, and this is too. So if you bend the prongs through the holes in the filigree, you could probably add glue if you wanted, but and then it looks like that.
Excellent.
This looks like that.
And so if you make multiples, you can have a whole
You could have a whole handful.
a knuckle duster.
Yeah, yeah.
Excellent. So show off this how this one looks on this hand. That is pretty tough. Oh, here, up a bit. Somewhere in there. All right.
Yeah.
Awesome. So a little bit of glue, a couple of little pieces, and you've got awesome
Little tiny weapons.
Tiny
they probably
weapons.
would hurt if you punch them on. I would assume.
using your newly understood skills as a martial artist.
So you're not supposed to tell people what I
No,
do
I'm saying
for you.
from our guest.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
yes, I'm sure that would help as well.
Excellent.
That
All
would
right.
hurt.
Is there a name for this craft?
They're just spiked rings.
Spike rings. All right. Spiked rings from Chroma. Thank you, Chroma, and your crafty chaos. Awesome. All right. So, well, I forgot to mention before, while she's packing up here, those of you watching live, no matter where you are in space and time, this show goes through a wormhole, and I know that people in the past get it. So if you want to know anything about the future, which is where we are now, then feel free to type in on the side, I think it's that way, that way, that way, that way. There's some space to type, and you can type in, you have to sign in, type in some questions for us. We will answer your questions about the future in the past, for you, the future from the past. Something like that. All right, so yeah, so I'm going to answer those in a little bit, but to give you a little time with the time delay here, we're going to go ahead and have Mungo come up. He believes he has something he wants to share with you. So let's give Mungo a moment here. And do you want that chair? Oh, no chair. No chair. No chair necessary. All right. So this is Mungo's minute.
Yeah, so as you know, we have a little problem here on the ship. An infestation, you might say, of these nagging, flying drones. And then looking back in history into your time, where you are now, there are things similar to these bees that you had back then that were so necessary to your survival. There was a certain species that they referred to as Africanized. Now, there are many mysteries as to what that may actually mean, but there are ties between those bees and these drones. We do not know the actual connection, but there is an infestation. And in your time, you use pesticides and chemicals and things of that nature, but in the future, we have more sophisticated means. But alas, these drones here, we cannot get rid of these drones.
Some sobering thoughts from Mungo. Thank you, Mungo. All right. Hey, questions from the past. Did anybody ask some questions? We've got one. All right. So the Caltron's going to make it official. Questions from the past. Who said that? It just came out of nowhere. Okay, question from the past.
MK4221 asks, spiked rings can help defend against the micro-white rhinovirus?
Oh, that's an interesting question. So you guys don't probably deal with the micro-white rhinovirus, but that's, I don't know, what do you think? Would it work, spiked rings? I'm going to say no.
No.
Because you would have just than punching yourself.
Well, you're not allowed to hurt them because they're
Oh, and
endangered.
also, yes, you would have been arrested for using them. So no, you cannot use the spike rings against the micro white rhino virus.
I did this once and got tackled.
Yeah, and we have one more question.
This next question is from Dennis Ricardo. Did we, humanity, ever find Bigfoot?
Did we? Wow, this is an important one. Did we ever find Bigfoot? Do one of you guys know about this? Oh, wait.
I've studied the Bigfoot.
Studied? I noticed that you shaved your face recently.
I did.
It's smooth. We don't know anything about Bigfoot.
They confuse
Definitely
me.
not someone on our ship. I can guarantee you of that.
Definitely not derived from Bigfoot's DNA.
There's no Bigfoot DNA was used.
Not me. No.
The ship. All right, excellent. Thank you very much for your questions from the past. We'll be back next month with more of these, so if you missed out on your opportunity, save them up now and you'll be ready for next show. And honestly, we only have one more thing, which we're going to play another song for you. We're keeping it short this month. We'll be back every month, live from space on the Detritus with the band League of Space Pirates. And yeah, let's play music instead of talking.
I'm the shy boy, you're the boy boy, and you know we're homo sapien too. I'm the cruiser, you're the loser, I'm the user, homo sapien too. Homo superior, but from the skin out I'm a homo sapien too, and you're homo sapien too. And I'm a homo sapien like you, and we're homo sapien too. And I think of your eyes in the dark and I see the stars. And I look to the light and I might wonder right where you are. All the gods in the sky way up high see the earth spinning round. But the sun and the moon and the stars are so far from the ground. I'm the shy boy, you're the toy boy, and you know we're homo sapien too. I'm the cruiser, you're the loser, I'm the abuser, homo sapien too. Homo superior, but from the skin out I'm a homo sapien too. And you're homo sapien too. And I'm a homo sapien like you. And we're homo sapien too. And I just hope and pray that the day of our love is at hand. You and I, me and you, we will be one for to understand. And the world is so wrong that I hope this will be strong enough. For we are on our own and the only thing known is our love. I don't want to classify you like an animal in the zoo, but it seems good to me to know that you're homo sapien too. I'm the shy boy. Animal in the zoo, but it seems good to me to know that you're homo sapien too. Animal in the zoo, but it seems good to me to know that you're homo sapien too. Animal in the zoo, but it seems good to me to know that you're homo sapien too.
All right. By the way, that was Pete Shelley of the Buzzcocks, Ancient Earth Hero. And we really appreciate him making that music for us. All right, so I guess that's everything. We should probably get back on our...
We gotta go.
Oh, drive! See, I told you! Get it!
Kill it!
We got it. Come on, we got to fumigate the ship. Ah!
Hey.